back to another episode of the Hate Journals. It is your girl, Black Mamba, and the wonderful AP. Hi.
Hi.
This is going to be fun for you because we have a new setup, so you get to see me.
Which side are we doing?
What angle are we taking? We've got all the angles. How are you, friend?
I can't. I am good.
Good. I know
A
you're
little
going to have
overwhelmed.
to get used to it. You're going to... I know. Imagine how I feel.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I can't even imagine what you've been up to.
I had to play a white girl, a technician, a camera technician, an IT person, a lighting person today, and a
when
black
you were
girl.
playing the white version of me,
Yeah, I
or
was like, okay,
I guess
guys,
the only version.
I don't get
was
what's
it with
that.
the lighting?
Yeah,
you were just
yeah.
you were putting porcelain ivory on your skin.
Yeah, actually, you should be appreciative because I had to Google what kind of lighting do you need to put on a white girl who has pale skin in the winter.
Do I have pale?
No, it's just winter. No, it's just like wintry.
Because I feel like I'm very olive based.
Not right now. You're not.
Okay, obviously we're just trying to hurt each other.
But you're... Oh boy. I feel like I just saw you. Mm-hmm. I mean, technically, I did just see you. We had a very interesting weekend last weekend.
Oh my gosh, yes, we did. We had a lot of fun. Man, people leveling up.
Leveling up. We went to Grey Eagle.
Yes, we did. It was lovely. And you know, the cool thing about it is we went to one of our friends' second homes.
Yeah.
Which is wild to say. Like, it's just wild to be at a place in your life where your friends and family are now buying, like, their vacation homes.
Yes, it is. It
like,
is very different.
It's just a different vibe. Like, it was not like a split down the 4-way Airbnb. It was like, no, come hang out at our house for the weekend.
Yeah.
Not the one that we live at, the other one that we sleep at in the middle of the woods sometimes.
Well, it's interesting because you really don't. We switched from having like our mid-adult lives to our adult lives, and with that adult life, you stop going to your parents' cabin. Do you want to come to my parents' cabin?
Yes.
And now you have your own cabin. That
Yeah.
You're like, would you like to come to our second home?
Yeah.
Yeah. We're all leveling up a bit.
Yeah. So that was a fun little transition of life that I enjoyed thoroughly.
It was a lot of fun.
And we all the best part is wrapping up the evening with a wild documentary and falling asleep on the floor. Yes, of course, Black Mamba had to show us the most fucked up thing in her arsenal, which I actually guess it's not because I know,
really
we know, but like
yes.
I know what you were doing. Like you definitely cracked the code, and I'm glad you did. I mean, the worst part of that weekend for me was falling asleep before the end.
Like I will tell you that Jade was in it. We had a follow-up conclusion conversation after everyone went to bed. She was like, we got to get into this. We got to unpack everything that we just watched. I said, that's what I'm here for, friend. That is what I'm here for. That's all I want to do.
Well, I'm going to finish it on my way home tonight.
Finish it. Then we will have a new conversation.
Yeah, we've talked about Mr. Hands before, so now he is definitely brought into a new light.
And it really upset Jade how they shot the movie. That really pissed her off. Like, I mean, I've had a lot of people who have watched that documentary and they've come back with a lot of questions.
Okay, so I remember this vividly. She was just like, it's so creepy. I was like, I think that's the idea.
Right. Like, I think they were just doing it like Cloak and Dagger, like Cloak and Night. Yeah, because that's what these people do. They don't operate during business hours.
Yeah, they're not
Jade.
like going down to their local stalls, if you will.
Right. They're like, hey, you want to come to my vacation home? No, they're not doing that.
Late at night.
Drinking
heavily.
Yeah, you guys, the documentary we're talking about is the documentary that I've spoken so much about, which is...
Zoo.
I think it's called The Zoo.
I think it's called The Zoo. Disagree.
And it's about zoophilia. If you don't know what zoophilia is, Google the word, not the videos.
One of the things that I distinctly remember, too, is that people were saying things like there were other zoo people out there.
Right.
And I'm like, I think that's really rude. Right. And I'll tell you why I think that's rude is because like I have a small family with small children, and I like to think that we could be zoo people.
Not those kind of zoo
and not
people.
the kind that fuck animals, just like the kind that might enjoy like a national zoo adventure.
Right, might like
and
a
I
lion,
feel like
tiger,
just
bear.
you don't because you fuck animals. I don't think it's okay to be like, yeah, I'm a zoo person. And I'm winking for our audio listeners.
I don't think that they wink. I think they're like, hey, you zoo, I'm zoo, we zoo.
Yeah, but that could be very misconstrued. Like, what if it comes up after, like, a crazy work party and they're like, I'm zoo. And I'm like, me too. And they're like, oh, yes, I have some emails for you.
When have you ever been zooing with friends?
And
when have you ever been like, oh, I was zooing all weekend?
Discount to the zoo. Tickets.
No.
Hotspots.
No one's...
Tips and tricks.
No.
One parent to another.
No one's zooing it up during the week. No one's like, oh my God, I went to
one
the
of
zoo
my
this
other
weekend.
favorite parts about that documentary that I also think was underplayed was when they were like, oh yeah, when that internets came out. I was like, I think the internet's a sin.
Because it really changed.
It connected them. They were like, okay, wow, I'm not the only one.
Right.
And I'm like, okay, well, that's a problem. Like, sometimes you do need to feel a little shame.
Just
right?
a little
like, if you're ever in your car and you, like, eat a booger or, like, you bite your nail and swallow it, you know, like, I think a healthy amount of, like, like an inner cringe, right? And you could be doing this mindlessly. Right. Truly mindlessly, you guys. There's nothing wrong.
I hope adults aren't eating their own boogers.
And I think if you're a type
rationally.
of person who finds themselves sexually attracted to an animal, like, I kind of think that might just happen to you sometimes, and that's fine too, really. But like, you connecting with others and then you guys getting your rocks off, damn you, internet.
See, I love that that's what blew your mind, because what blew my mind is when the margarita machine came out.
What are you talking about? That made perfect sense.
When they were like, hey, we're just like everybody else on a Saturday. We shake up some margaritas. You know, we get a little music going, a little Sinatra.
You look like a blended guy.
Right. I like they were dancing around the kitchen together.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, who wants limes?
Yeah. So, okay, that's right when I was falling asleep.
Ugh.
So with that said, like, they were saying, like, okay, so they're just getting jived up, right? Like, that's the whole thing.
No, they were having
party.
like a regular everyday party, and then at the end of that party, you do you. You know, if you find yourself out in a field with a horse, then that's where you find yourself.
Oh, okay, so this is before the stalls were made.
Nope, stalls are there. Stalls were always there. This is still a farm, but they're just having a little bit of party, getting into, you know, right before you have a little fun with your husband or your significant other. Yeah, you have a little pregame. Maybe you're watching a little movie, drinking a little bevy, you know, having a little food.
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of that.
But like, the funny thing is like, and they're all there and they must feel relatively safe, right? Because they're like, oh, we're not into each other.
Yeah, they're like gross.
We're just here for a good time. Not
yeah,
a
they're
long
like
time.
rude. Yeah.
Oh, wow. How long does the party happen for?
They didn't get into specifics.
Well, I'm just wondering how long it takes to be primed. You know what I mean?
That's what I wanted to know. Well, and when you started
specifics.
hearing the video, because there's a part in the documentary where they show so they reenact the scene where his brother and then all the other members of the police force are sitting there. They're in their dark room. They've got a TV on, and the only light that's lighting their faces is the light from the video that's playing. Now, how they did this was, in the background, behind the people, the shadows were actually the shadows of the actual video. Oh. And so then what they did was, obviously those actors never watched the video, but we, the viewers, we actually could hear the audio from that. You hear the audio of that.
I really missed out.
And so I told Bill when I got home, I told him, I said, yeah, you know, I put Zoo on. And he's like, Jesus, you really know how to, like, you know how to wrap up a party. You can't. What about, like, putting on, I don't know, he goes, Perry put on fucking some YouTube guy dancing around and you thought you'd follow that up with the Zoo?
You know what? He's not wrong.
Yeah. Well, because it wasn't a rage party. It was more of a...
Wow. I didn't think about it like that because, you know, I have a deep, dark appreciation for your mind.
Yeah.
And the direction it heads. And I feel like I'm just like, I lasso on and I'm like, yes!
Yeah.
Made perfect sense at the time. But now that he says it like that, I'm sure we might have gone a different direction.
We may have gone a little bit left. Yeah, it was just... Yeah, I find it very interesting. I've watched it probably no less than 10 times.
Enjoy, like, the thought, like, we love the jaw drop. Like, I think that's really sparks a party for me and you versus where, like, I would say the gals that we were with are more on, like, Ian's playing field.
Oh, Alexis was
like,
quiet.
She
was quiet the entire documentary. I didn't hear a peep from her.
Some happy times.
Yeah, she was dead silent.
But to me, that is happy times.
You know why I do like to watch it with groups of people? The majority of the time, it's because I don't understand it. And so oftentimes I am looking for other people who are in my circle who I trust and love to help me understand what's going on, because I am very confused.
I love looking at Ian look at me watching my favorite shit, which is murder.
Right.
I mean,
Did I send you that meme last night of the guy? He dresses up like he's like my wife watching.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like,
her ears were cut off.
Cut her hair, and then they cut her scalp, and then they skinned her, and then she's like, and he's like, what the fuck? And then they cut her earlobes off.
Yeah, and I don't know why. I think it's just because I'm so horrified that like another human could do this to another human that I just like I can't. And same with documentaries, like whether it was the cannibalism or the bestiality, like the good old fashioned shock factor for me will never get old.
It is shocking to me when individuals go real left. So that's where I'm coming from.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's where I'm coming from. Yeah, it was a really good time. I was glad we all got to spend some QT time, and it was really nice that you and I got to like drive down together.
Oh my gosh.
It wasn't a long drive, but it was long enough that we could just like catch up and talk shit.
And it was like low key. It was just your perfect 30s weekend.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you're in your 30s, you want to get some drinks on, you want to have some fun hot goss.
Yes.
Spill the tea. Also in bed by midnight. For me, that's like a big deal.
You were in bed by 10 o'clock.
Okay, well.
So let's start there. Let's also just touch a little bit on the fact that you and I have slept in a bed before together. It's nothing new. I think a lot of times when we do sleep in a bed together, if we're in a house and there are two people that need to sleep together, you and I don't mind. We'll volunteer because we have slept together before.
Totally. It comes very naturally to us.
It comes very naturally. So I obviously had a breakdown session with Jade after following the documentary. So I came to bed, of course, a few hours later than you. Got to bed at like 12:15, 12:30. And when I walked in, you were dead asleep. Someone killed you.
Yeah.
And a demon was coming out of your nose and your mouth. And so I thought, okay, I'm going to turn the fan on. I'm going to give her some ambient noise. This is what kind of friend I am to you.
I was wondering why the fucking fan was on, because I was like, this bitch who is always so cold and so hot. I've never met anybody you're the hottest, coldest person I've ever met.
No, I stopped the fan from oscillating and pointed it away from us. So the noise of the fan would hopefully soothe you so you would stop fucking snoring like there was a grizzly bear in your fucking throat. That's what I was hoping for.
Okay, well, I will back you up with summoning the fucking devil in the middle of the night. This bitch is jocking me about snoring. That's a normal thing to do. When people fall the fuck asleep, sometimes they snore, okay? All right. No, you know what they don't do? They don't go dead quiet and then be like, and then they said they came to the window, and then they came to the window. And that is like a super accurate depiction, I'm pretty sure, of what you said. And she did this to me not only once that night, but twice.
I think it may have been the tequila.
Dead asleep, too. It's just like, oh, and then this bitch put on fucking Toddler Sleep USA. I wake up and I'm like, is she whistling? And it's actually her soothing sounds. Granted, you could have been drowning me out, which is fine.
No, it was not drowning you out. I have found lately that it really soothes me to put on the sleep station on Apple Music. If you guys don't know, you can go onto Apple Music, and they have all different types of sleep stations. So if you can't fall asleep, if you have nightmares, if you're looking for a hip hop,
just like
sleep sound. Yeah, I feel like you want to go to a rave in your dreams. They have a certain.
So you know what's really funny about that is like all these things are happening, right? Like the sleep sounds. It's like a normal sound that people fall asleep to. Them fucking snoring. It's like the fan and the little sleep number all in one.
You know what's really funny is that I hate that Bill has the fan on at night. I do not like it. And I usually put on the music so that it can drown out sort of the sound of the.
So it's basically sleeping with Bill, which is why.
Yeah, basically, I was trying to recreate a scenario because he also snores. So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna recreate the scenario. It's gonna be just fine.
I feel super bad for you, and it really was the drinking because.
Oh no, I didn't hear you. I died. I go to sleep. I can sleep anywhere. You should know this by now. When have you ever called me and I've been like, oh man, I was up all night, couldn't sleep?
No, totally same.
Yeah,
I'm the
never.
same.
Yeah.
The fun thing too, I will say, and you now know this again several times over, you guys, when I go to sleep, I like clock in. Like I'm present in that sleep.
Yes.
So I'm dead. Until it is time to wake up. And occasionally with the kids, that has changed a little bit. But when I say I'm dead to this world, like it's so funny. If I heard like I'm up, this bitch coming in from her zoology fucking escapades, turning the fan on, putting her fucking sleep number on, sound not. Like you guys, when I say nothing, the only thing that woke me up that night was her actually incantating something.
Well, I had my routine.
Sleep talking?
My routine to get ready at night, you know?
Yes, you guys, she was shouting.
Was I loud?
Oh, yeah. So we're sleeping, right? This is the room. But then I came through. Like, I don't care how dead ass or drunk I am. Like, that was like, I shot like right up. I was like, yeah, what's going on?
And that's how dead I was. I didn't even hear you get up. I didn't hear you get up. I didn't hear you get to sleep.
I looked over and I realized, because you were still on your side, just talking to the wall.
Yeah, I don't move a lot in my sleep.
Yeah, me either.
Mm-hmm.
Well, as soon as I knew it was happening, you did it again, and I was like, pfft.
Same old bitch.
Story.
This talkity bitch. Yeah, well, I'm sorry.
Well,
but you went right back to sleep, so I'm not sorry. You're welcome for a spectacular evening filled with adventure.
It was actually like
surprises.
Sleeping with Ian too, because Ian's always fucking with me. There's like always something where I'm just like,
what is going on over there?
What is happening over there? Yeah. Like we're in the same. What is happening over there?
I just gave Bill shit for that. I was telling Alexis, I'm like, God, it's like he's a vet, you know? It's like I got to try to fall asleep before him because he will hit me, move around, his feet kick me. Yeah. He's got the Jimmy legs.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. But it was a good time. How was your week, though? Was it good?
Yeah, just cruising through. Yeah. You guys just cruising through.
It was a very strange week. Not a big fan.
Not a fan of this week?
Not a huge fan.
What happened?
Nothing interesting, but just not great. Like, it was a full moon this week. So whenever it's a full moon, I get real wacky people that come in and wacky requests and just wackiness. People like, oh, my arm hurts. Well, here's how you fix it. No, thank you. See you in a year with the same problem. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. I was actually driving and I did see the full moon tonight and it's lovely. And I thought to myself, I did not have a full moon week.
I had a full moon week.
Right? Like,
I went into the grocery store and I was in the self-checkout and I literally said to the gal that I know there, she said, that kind of week? I said, yep. She's like, I don't know what's going on. Lady next to me goes, full moon, shit's been haywire. Lady behind me goes, I can't believe it. I didn't even think about the full moon. Other lady chimes in and she's like, it's been a full moon, Venus, Mercury kind of week. That's the kind of week it was that all five of us.
I think I had a full moon month. I will say that. I was off, you guys. I was
February
off.
was not great.
No.
Not bad, but it was
my
weird.
Tootsie Roll's birthday.
Yeah.
Which actually probably spiraled me into depression because he's one. I mean that.
He's one.
It was not a great month. This week, I actually, ironically enough, sorry about your guys' full moon weeks, I felt like I was finally getting a handle on things. Finally.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to March. March is Women's Month.
I'm shaking my titties. Shaking my titties.
When does it start? In 2 days. Get your asses ready, bitches.
And by Women's Month, this means real hot girl spring/summer season. So I hope you guys are all taking care of yourselves. You guys, people are getting wild.
I'm getting my hot girl body ready.
I'm really thinking about it. It's like seriously creeping on the to-do.
I'm in it.
I am in it to the point of like, I just have to starve myself You guys, like the healthy way. Don't be weird.
That photo shoot got me in the mood. Like
Mine or yours?
I did the photo
Yours.
shoot. I felt
Yes.
fine about it. Like, you know when you're like, oh, these are going to be fine.
Yeah.
And then I got them back and I was like,
I'm so hot. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I'm just in a decent place. I really want to get strong. I really want to get like
your body strong?
not like a fucking bodybuilder, but like I need to get strong again. I have that weird mom softness because I'm like wearing all my old clothes and shit. So that was pretty cool.
No, I want to
But,
go
like-
to like, I want to do the white girl, I'm cold walk. Like, you know how you see some white girls and they're just like, I'm so thin. I'm just like, I'm always cold. And you're like, look at that little dumpling. She's always cold. That's where I'm aiming.
That's your fucking go-to? Mm-hmm. You just want to be cold all the time. You're
But
like,
a
then I've
slamming
arrived.
body. But like a slamming body and
Fucking
super brown.
wrapping up a party with Zoo. Want to be white girl cold skinny. No, I want like a donkey. Like I want it, like my ass to sit down before I do.
Oh. I mean, I already have those things, so.
See? Well, I guess I don't have the white girl. I'm white. I got that. I don't have I'm not cold unintentionally.
And I've already started. I'm like, oh, I'm so cold in here. Everyone's like, it's hot. I'm like, oh, I'm so hot in here. Everyone's like, it's cold. I'm like, oh, I can't eat that. It gives me a rash. Oh, no, I can't eat blueberries anymore. It's my doctor said.
Too much sugar.
Like, I'm starting to be that white girl. I'm like, oh, no, I went to the doctor and I did that allergy test on my back and I can't eat cashews anymore.
I don't know what fucking white people you're hanging out with, but it must
Just
be
the ones I watch on TV.
okay. Because I was like, I have never stopped eating something they told me to stop eating.
You're a rational person, right? I'm like, haha, joke's on you, bitch.
One
Joke
time I got
is
an
on
allergy
you.
test done, and they're like, I think it's eucalyptus. So I was like, I really enjoy it.
I love eucalyptus.
That's what they said.
They said you were allergic to eucalyptus?
Yeah.
How fucking often are you around? You got eucalyptus grown in the
That's what
background?
I said. I said, where is that native to? They're like, we just told you you're allergic to it. Like, does it matter? And I'm like,
Yeah, it does matter because
am
I like it in my
indigenous
house.
to it? Like, I didn't realize eucalyptus was all of it. Like, are you talking about like incense? Or are you talking about the scent? Like, who even fucking knows if this is really eucalyptus scent?
Please, you go to Marshall's right now. You can get 5 bags of eucalyptus for $15.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is
all
it
over my
really?
house.
Who knows?
I love the smell.
So I have a really, sorry guys, full moon work week.
Do you?
You guys, I have a really funny, at least to me.
Is this your entry?
This is my entry.
Okay, so I'm going to pause it there. So we're going to take a little commercial break. We'll be right back, you guys.
You guys, you're going to love this shit.
You're going to love this shit. We'll be right back. All right, you guys, welcome back. Okay, tell us your story, please. Pins
Okay.
and needles. I'm on pins
You
and
guys,
needles.
my entry this week, and sometimes I've been having a harder time. I like to do more impactful things, but I have a petty hate journal entry for new trends that are happening. And I think you guys are all, I think it might ruin something for you, which is going to be fun for me.
Oh, okay. What's a new trend?
Okay,
Okay.
so picture this. You know how everybody is really into photography right now, like getting
Yes.
photos of themselves, and I am you guys
Yes.
full send for this. I really
Are they?
do. You guys know that.
Who?
Yeah, you just got some pictures done. I got
That
some
was for this.
boudoir.
Oh, that was for your husband.
Like-
That was for this.
Well, mine were really for me. He was definitely a bystander that got lucky.
Oh, I see.
Um,
Okay.
But I really thought I wanted those for my lifetime, and I feel like
Gotcha.
now more than ever, there's a lot of, I don't know, it just seems very available, and I'm sure it's like the social media movement. Okay, you guys, if you are gonna be doing some bomb ass photo shoots,
Right.
okay, and I'm talking like you the female have planned this head to toe. You got that glamour maxi dress on, and you all know which ones I'm talking about. That fucking banging form fitted thing with the train in the back. It's not a wedding dress, but it ain't no casual shit. You even went on wish.com and waited 3 weeks
What?
for a gold sun crown.
What?
You all know what I'm talking about.
No, I do not.
Or you got your own crown. Then you're either pregnant or it's an engage or some shit, right?
Right.
And you have a fur. You've added a fur.
Oh. So there's a lot of moving parts.
No, like you're full glammed, right?
Okay.
And they take you out to a scenic place, whether it's snowy mountains or an open field at golden hour, right? You're going to get your shots. Now, I painted the picture, right? Like, you are done. Hair,
Right.
makeup, done. Paid. Okay, hair paid. Like, it's done. Photographer, deposit down. And then you drag your dude with you, partner. But typically in some of these that I have the real bone to pick with, it is a male.
Now, is the male in the photos?
That has been solicited to be a part of said production, okay?
Okay.
And as you are in your gold crown, that's half a sun, Ray. Those are fairly popular. And you are in your bangin' maxi with your little fur, and you're in the middle of a fucking snowy mountain scene. Like, you're looking like a mountain lady goddess.
Okay.
And then you let this busted ass fool roll up in some jeans and a chunky sweater.
Yeah.
Do you guys know the trend that I'm talking about? And a chunky sweater is actually being very fucking generous, okay?
Yeah.
If you are going to be
look
out
like a
here
lumberjack.
looking wild like that, if you are going to be in anything that could be depicted as a gown, ladies, your partner or man does not get to wear denim. Denim cannot be a part of the production.
I agree.
You guys are looking wild, okay? And that little baby that you are cupping in there for those maternity photos knows that you are the mom that's now going to be taking care of everything. You just set the tone.
You just set the tone.
You set the tone for your whole life. You let this dude roll up in a halfway zipped up sweater bought at Costco.
On sale.
Fucking, who knows? In bulk, he bought them in both colors.
Obviously.
And you let that motherfucker wear jeans? What? No. No, if you're in a gown, he is in a suit. What? Why do I have to talk about this?
I think it is because
I am going.
Oh, go. Please.
I am going. No, please feel like weigh in. I'm going to find on Pinterest because I don't want to find anything local because that would be rude.
That would be mean.
And we're not about being mean, but I'm going to try right now, you guys, to find something on Pinterest.
I know exactly what you're saying, but you also have to remember that these women and men, this is the expectation all of the time. Like, if my husband and I are going out, you're going to need a fresh face.
How is that appropriate?
Right.
Are you fucking with me? Like, oh, I'm just in a gown. Put your jeans on. I said the good jeans. No, you wore those. Like, this is what we're about. Okay?
Right.
Like, I be dumping fucking gallons of milk in a bath for your bitch ass. Oh, here I'm in another gown. Just, you know what? Throw your flannel on. What
okay, then
okay,
then
that one was aggressive. I didn't mean that.
So then let's tell me.
No, I
tell
did.
me
I did.
what would.
I told
tell
you.
me what would be.
Let me try and
appropriate.
find a couple that is appropriately dressed.
Let me find one for me that where they look appropriate.
If you want to be acting cash, I'm all about those new in-home shots in the bed and on the kitchen. I think those are super cute, like cute little matching PJs. If you want to throw a little denim on there. Oh, fucking, are you joking my ass right now? Bitch is in a wedding dress with a baby belly, and this motherfucker just rolls up in jeans.
Okay, so tell me what he should have
Maybe
worn.
I'm just like maybe it's just like me in the back of the day. Like, denim is like not for Sundays.
Denim is not for church.
Do you get what I'm saying?
It still bothers me when I go into churches and I see people wearing denim.
The fuck?
And they're like, we just want people here. Yeah, I want people to not look horrible though. Also, like, respect the Lord.
I know off grip, this photo seems cute and appropriate.
But
when you really dissect it, like, that's a queen. And she's making out with some dude who wears jeans everywhere.
Yes.
Do you get what I'm saying, you guys? Do you see what I'm breaking down for you?
I know, but I want you to tell me what he should have worn instead.
Okay, here is a fairly appropriate matchy couple.
Okay.
I feel like they really brought the heat together.
Okay, let's see it. Okay.
He's in a nice trouser.
He's got a nice okay, now I see. Okay.
A nice
He's got
collared
a nice khaki
shirt.
Okay.
He really showed up. Showed up.
He showed up.
Okay. That is the first guy I've not seen in jeans. You guys were really
would agree with
painting.
you.
Okay, that's an appropriately dressed couple.
Okay.
Okay, you guys.
I agree.
I gotta really try and find some of these wild
Man, this
ass.
really sparked a nerve. I haven't seen you heated about a topic like this in a very long time.
Yeah.
It really upsets you.
Okay, like, look at this bad bitch. Clean, right?
Clean.
In the middle of the forest in her gown. Guaranteed. I can't even find the dude. Guarantee that motherfucker's in some gene just waiting to be told where to sit.
I just don't understand why they include the man. For what? What's the fucking point?
Well, I mean, obviously these are like, oh, hey, this guy kind of brought the heat. Here we go. That guy.
Oh, okay.
He's like,
all
okay,
right.
I
Give
see
us a little modern
right?
Romeo.
Like, I just like a little effort.
Just a
right?
little
like,
bit of an effort.
He looks like he's interested in being a part of that baby's life. Okay. Too far. You guys, I'm not here for it.
I am all
beautiful. Look at that. They both showing up.
Well, she wasn't going to let him leave the house looking wild.
Okay, don't even go this route. Okay, are you suggesting because these are white people that they just let these guys walk all over them?
No, I am going to say that jeans may be their favorite attire. A good.
I was agreeing
flannel
with you under the rip.
A good flannel might be a go-to look.
Okay, well, this is an interesting choice. I don't know if the golf shirt really matches the energy she was bringing. Like, what the fuck? What?
I just don't understand why the woman wouldn't then. Who do we blame here? Do we blame the man or do we blame the woman?
I guess that's why I'm upset
blame the
because
woman.
she's so into herself, which is great, right? And these are maternity shots. This is what really got me down this road. But I've seen this in engagement photos as well. It's despicable.
I don't understand why, but who do we blame? The man or the woman?
See, and that's my thing. Like, I know what you're saying, and I still can't decide. Like,
I'm sorry, you can't decide. It's
I think it's
1,000% the woman's fault.
Yeah,
it's her fault.
Well, I was obviously going that road. I didn't want to be shaming, but
because let me tell you something. My husband will come to me and go, "I'm going to wear this," and
yes.
all I have to do is do this.
Oh, here we go. Here's some energy. Okay, so we got a gown. We got a red gown.
Okay,
and then don't worry though, he really showed up.
Did he?
No.
Oh. I got hopeful for a second.
No, wait, look at this one. It's too much. Mm-hmm. Okay, I'm in my gown in the middle of a creek.
So wild.
At least they'll have those forever.
Do you think she can Photoshop khakis onto him?
You guys, I'm just saying, like, meet the energy. It's like, I know that the woman, us being beautiful, truly, like, a gown is always going to take center fold over a suit, right? Depending on the dude wearing it. But, like, for instance, it will. Like a beautiful gown, right? Like the girl with the golf shirt and then the fucking tutu thing. Like, we're all looking a certain direction. Right. Okay? I get it. I'm here for that.
Right.
But if you're doing these and you're, like, putting this much thought into it, and then you're looking at him and you're like, you know what? Like, I'm in a gown. I'm in the creek. You know what? What can he wear? Now, for me, which I think anybody would ask this next, is Alicia. AP, what would you do? What would you have him wear? Mm-hmm. Again, I'd match the energy. If you want that barefoot creek look, that's fine. Pants. Roll up those pants, Huckleberry.
That's all right. That's it.
In your suit, bitch.
Yeah.
Maybe little suspender action.
Yeah.
Still suit pant.
Yeah. Because there's nothing sexier than a man with a collared shirt where it's unbuttoned. There's no tie. You're giving me a little chest. And then you put on some black pants, roll those bitches up.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you do at the bottom of those pants. You are going to look fire.
Yeah. And I just think it's such an interesting movement, and no wonder women are like constantly feeling like we have to like keep up, because it's like, okay, now not only do you have to be pregnant, you have to be in a gown and get the cutest maternity shots ever. And like, this motherfucker's life is still unbothered.
I just don't know why women feel like they have to keep up with anything. If you're going to do them, but leave him out of it. You're the one pushing. Here's my thought. You're the one pushing the baby out of your pussy. You're the one, not this motherfucker. He's actually what got you into this fucking problem, okay?
Yeah.
When I say problem, you know what I mean. So why the fuck do you need to be in the photos? You're not doing shit. I'm the one with my fucking 2 women I just met named Sandy and fucking Sam, who are pulling back my knees next to my fucking ears telling me, it's okay, breathe. Your baby angel's gonna be here soon.
So I will say that I am completely in agreement with you. I do not think that the men should be in maternity photos. I think it's super weird. I genuinely think it's weird. I know, you know what else I think is weird? Co-ed baby showers. Super don't care about you.
Don't at all.
At all. Anything that's celebrating a woman in a coming of time, like you're unimportant. Like, you came inside me. That like was just a good day for you.
Right.
Like 10 out of 10.
Nailing it. And you made a baby.
And then your baby came and swam up to my little egg. And then we made her like a real whole baby. Right?
I'm going to say something unpopular. I know COVID has proved my point, and I know a lot of you feel this way now that you have gone almost an entire year without going to a baby shower. Baby showers are the worst.
It depends on the baby shower.
They're the worst.
My baby showers are super fun.
Listen.
We've gone out
that's
every
different.
time.
That's different pregnant. Because you are a conscious, but you know why it's still not as fun as I would want it to be is because you're fucking pregnant and you can't really hang out.
That's true. I mean, they're not like my favorite go-to event. But
no,
like,
why can't I just send you a gift?
It'll be really fun for like friends and like sisters and like stuff like that.
Sisters are different, but I'm just seriously saying it is exhausting for the mom. She hates,
true.
I mean, opening all those gifts, having to
It's
hand
true.
people the shit, and then everyone's got to measure your belly.
Yeah.
And you got to write down, and someone's got to keep track of the gifts that it came from.
I don't think
Then
that's
you
an
gotta
unpopular
make
thing.
finger
I think
foods,
it's a
like-
50-50. I think 50% of people hate them, and then I think 50% of people
I don't
love
hate them. I just don't care about them. I would rather you throw a see and sip. That's what I would actually rather you
that?
throw. A see and sip?
See the baby.
Yeah, you present the baby to everybody, and then everybody eats, drinks, has a good time, and the actual parents walk around with the baby and introduce them to everyone at the table, to each table. I love a see and sip. I wish we would do see and sips. Let this mom be in her energy. Just wish her well, send her a gift to the house in an Amazon package or a Macy's package that she can open up at her leisure.
You know,
and nothing's better than in your pajamas, you get a package. Ooh, what is it? Ooh,
Yeah.
I think I know what it is. And then you get to open it up. You rip it open. And then if you want to put it together right then and there, you can. If you want to, you know what I mean?
Yes, I get the sip and see energy.
We don't do enough. No one does a sip and see.
I'm
anymore.
never gonna, even if I have another baby, like I'll never have another baby shower.
Have a sip and see.
I probably won't do that either because I'll tell you this. I'm going to have 2 other kids. My house is going
Running
to be
around.
wild. I'll have a new baby. You guys all know what my kids look like. Turns out similar.
Yeah, but that's what a great thing about a
and
sip and
then-
see is all the kids are playing in another room. All the kids are having fun. It's like a party, but you get to introduce little bambino.
Have you noticed lately that when I party, it has to be like outside of my home?
Yeah. It's not in your home.
No,
it's
I'm
at like
not
an
an
event
in-the-home
center.
person.
It's like an event. Like it's an event.
Yeah, for me, I like a duration. I like a place. I like a time. I like people serving me. I've really come to these conclusions. I'm a hostess with the mostest, you guys. I really am. But at this stage in life, it has to be like
Gotcha.
time out and put in.
Gotcha. I get it.
Sip and seize, but I see it.
Sip and seize. I want
I
people to
guess
start
having
thinking
a new
about
baby,
sip and
I'm
seize.
just like, for me, I really gargoyle out. If I'm being totally transparent. I just really get in that.
It's just a lot. Baby showers are a lot. And I am so busy.
Well,
I
especially
am
if the
so busy.
family sucks. Like if the family's super fucking boring and then like all the aunts and the grandmas and there's like everybody's like proper and all that shit, then a baby shower sucks so much ass. It's insane. Because you're sitting there and they make you play games.
You don't want to.
No, I want to do the guessing game of the peanuts or whatever it is, you know? That
I don't wanna
one's
do any
fun,
of the games.
And you get a prize.
Can I be honest with you? I do not want to do a game.
I don't mind thinking like when they walk around the string. I like very minimal interaction. If they walk around with a string and they say, pull the string, do you think how big she is? And you just pull it and you cut it. That one's fine. Yeah, that's it for me.
I like the game when they're like, do you want champagne in this? And then everyone there judges you and you got a little tipsy. It's like, don't judge me.
Because you're the only one who drank all the champagne. It's never happened to me. They're like, it was here as a courtesy. And I was like, yeah, because it's the morning and I don't give a fuck.
Right. I'm not the one pregnant.
It's also Saturday.
Right. I'm here, aren't I?
That's the
I'm
idea.
here, aren't I?
I went into that store to get this specific gift.
Right.
Not for me.
Right.
You. Thank you for showing up with champagne, you fucking trash.
Yeah, I've been giving out bidets. So it's been a real hit.
You are hilarious. Your gifts are really one of a kind. And I sincerely mean that.
If you have a baby and it's your first one and your vagina's on fire and you've been stitched up down there,
yep.
Little cool water, and then you just pat it dry. It's way better than rough quilted continental, whatever the fuck it's called. Your fucking vagina as it rips apart. And your husband's like, hurry back, the baby's screaming.
Oh,
and you're like, it took me 20 minutes to get on the fucking toilet.
Oh,
and I'm waiting for the burning to stop. And when that cool water hits that fucking vagina, yeah, you know who you'll be thinking? You'll be like, this is the best gift ever. Yeah, if you don't have a bidet in your house, people, go on to Amazon. They're not that crazy expensive. Get yourself a little bidet. Your vagina will thank you. Men, no more dingleberries. No more having to, like, fully take a shower to sleep with your wife. Just get in there. Cool those balls off in a hot summer day.
Why would their asses be more dirty than ours?
I don't...
Just, like...
Why does their shit smell so different?
Why is there like any like rhyme or reason?
Like sometimes Bill and I will go to the same restaurant. We'll eat the same meal. We will come to the home that we share. I will go to the bathroom. No smell. Rarely any smell. Truly, I'm a rare person that I can take a shit unless there's something happening. That smell is dissipating within a minute and a half.
Sure.
Bill shits. It is the paint is coming off as he's shitting.
Oh yeah.
The what is it called in the tiles is coming off. The tiles are falling off walls.
No, you know when shit smells so bad that it irritates you? Like if Ian takes a shit like that and leaves the door open and I walk by,
rage.
I'm like, what the fuck?
I did that
That is
this
so
afternoon.
rude.
I was downstairs. I'm like, what does it smell like? What does it smell and taste like shit in this house? And then I looked up the stairs and I was like, this motherfucker took a shit and left the goddamn door open.
Swear.
You fucking animal. Fucking animal.
You're an animal. Open the window.
Open the window. Turn a fan on. There's a reason why the fan is directly right next to the light switch.
And then this motherfucker will get mad at people for farting around him. Like he actually leaves things that are so offensive. They'll upset me.
How do they forget to flush? How do you, as a human being, when you've been doing it and practicing
I think
for
I
damn
finally
near 50
chastised
years.
my husband legitimately so harshly because that is unacceptable.
I've chastised my husband and still he leaves me what I like to call shitty secrets.
It's a game we play.
It's a game we play that I didn't even know we were playing until 10 years in.
How do you forget?
I've never forgotten to flush a toilet. I have never, in 38 years, have I ever forgotten to flush a fucking toilet.
I will even say this. Ian and I are pretty open, but like, you know, every once in a while you'll flush and then one might escape.
Right. You're like...
It comes back up to the surface.
No, because I told you I'm a very specific kind of pooper.
My husband will literally like...
Will he come and get you?
Oh, yeah. Because he's alarmed. He's like, somebody broke in and shit.
He's like, just one small baby turd. What's going on? The turd burglar's
Are you okay?
back.
Do we need to run tests?
He's like, the turd burglar's back again.
So, no, he'll just say something smart ass, you know. And that doesn't happen very often because I like to think as a woman I'm extremely thorough.
Bill and I don't share a bathroom. We don't have this problem. He's not allowed to use my bathroom, and I don't have these issues.
Well, we have a guest bath and then our bath. So, I mean, it could be any bath.
Good for you, because I would make him share the bathroom with the babies. So, really like your attitude. You're a great woman. Because Bill and Keek still share a bathroom.
Ian's not very much of a menace, though.
I have 2 bathrooms.
But we also have like a separate toilet room.
Okay.
So maybe that's what it is.
We have a separate toilet room, too.
Oh, yeah. Because Ian is definitely...
But do you think I want to be putting on mascara while smelling the aroma of your shit? No, thank you.
Yeah, no, I don't think Ian would buy that. But he's not that big of a nuisance in the bathroom. It's like he was in there. Like I've been with a guy who was like in the bathroom.
Right.
Like he had a lot of shit going on in the bathroom.
Right.
And I could have done without it.
Bill's never went to the bathroom after me and been like, God damn. Yeah. I like this. My hate journal entry this week is, okay, so you know that I love Real Housewives. And I love Real Housewives of Atlanta. It's wild. I think Portia is hilarious. I love a lot of the key players. It's a wild show if you've never watched it. It's wild. A lot of sass, a lot of clowning. I love a lot of clowning. And I love girlfriends who can clown one another hard, like fuck you, bitch. And we all know you got that one fucking eye that goes wonky when you start drinking tequila. Like, I like that. And then Monday, you can go back to being just like regular friends. But this last episode, there's a lot of new players because Nene Leakes is no longer on the show, which was a big deal. And so they've had to bring on some old folks and they've had to bring on some new folks. And so it's been interesting to watch it and kind of watch everything play out. Plus, it was interesting. I really wanted to see how they were going to do it during the pandemic. And anyways, one of the gals on there is getting married. And so they basically go, let's do a girls trip where we go to North Carolina. And then we will also do a surprise bachelorette party for her. And one of the gals there, she throws every year like an exotic show, like strippers and vibrators and all that shit, right? It's real kinky. And so for the bachelorette party, everyone dressed up, like titties out, like see-through lingerie, but like dominatrix shit. And they all had a name, their little name, and they had a stripper who I cannot remember his name, but I'm pretty sure you can Google it. And he had the biggest penis I have ever seen in my life. Truly the biggest penis I've ever seen in my life. Like porn included.
Where did you see his penis?
Well,
isn't this like a family show?
It's Bravo. Bravo does not give a shit about kids. They're like, if you let your kids get on here, that's a you problem, not a me.
But you saw a penis on Bravo?
Well, he didn't take the penis out. I mean, he took the penis out, but when he's in, like, has his hot pants on, you can see the outline of the entire penis. Oh. And you hear one of the girls go, there's no way that's real. There's no way that's a real penis. And then he takes it out.
Yeah.
So at the end, towards the end of the episode, the girls go, okay, let's get production to leave. Let's have like a real life bachelorette party where we get wild, drink, get fucked up, get weird.
Yeah.
So they cover the cameras, the production leaves, but there is one camera that is outside that's facing like the stairway to watch them walk downstairs to the pool. That one is catching a hard left angle where you can see in the house, kind of. You can't really see, but it's like, when people leave their blinds open, but just enough to see, but not enough to see really what's going on. You can see movements. So there's a lot happening when those cameras go off. Okay. A lot of the girls, and by the way, most of them are married. So a lot of the girls are making out, and they asked the stripper to come back out of his room. There's a lot happening. You hear a lot of women going, oh my God, I can't believe it's real. Jesus Christ, it looks so different up close. Like, shit's going down. Shit is happening.
Yes.
So the next morning, everybody wakes up, and one of the gals who went to bed early said that she came down at 5 a.m. She's telling production this, like they're post interviewing. And she's like, dude, two women were for sure fucking the stripper. For sure. Fucking the stripper. And she's basically starts to like hold a whole like interrogation. And she's like, all right, did you hear it at 6 a.m.? Did you hear it at 6 a.m.? It was in this hallway between this one's bedroom and this one's bedroom. And she kept going on about it. And I will tell you that it reminded me of the bitch that we all know. The bitch that we all fucking know and hate. I hate a motherfucker that can't keep their mouth shut after a party. Oh, shut the fuck up. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever we did on during that party, whatever we were drinking, doing, getting fucked up, whatever we were doing, shut up. Shut up. Especially if we're in mixed company. And even if we're not, like, if I wanted to talk about it, I bring it up. But I hate a messy bitch who's like, oh my God, you guys. Oh my God. You should have seen this one up at the lake. Titties were out. Pussy was being popped. She was giving everyone Jell-O shots in between her thighs. She fell down 6 times. I recorded it. Here, look, watch. And you're like, what is wrong with you?
Yeah. 10 out of 10.
There was a particular bachelorette party that we went to, and one of the gals there was a hot mess.
Yeah.
First of all, that bachelorette party, we've been through a lot of bachelorette parties, but there was one in particular that, and you know which one I'm talking about. The ladies were a hot mess.
Yeah.
We had a lot of squirreling.
Yeah.
Trying to catch a lot of squirrels.
It was a
lot of
large group,
people.
though.
It was a large group trying to get a lot of people to walk in heels on wooden, walkways who didn't know how to walk in heels. A lot of falling down. A lot of messy.
Yeah.
A lot of messiness.
Well, if you cage an animal too long, they forget about the wild.
They forget about the
wild. And that's really what that comes down to.
It really is what it comes down to.
It's not like they can't. It's that sometimes you can't remember.
Right.
It's like letting a freaking cockatoo out in Seattle's forest.
That's it.
Doesn't work.
Doesn't work.
He's not going to find his indigenous brothers.
And he's also not going to find his way back. Like, unless somebody goes and gets that cockatoo, he's out there.
Yeah.
And he's going to die.
Yeah.
Bad things are going to happen.
Yeah.
And that's why usually bachelorette parties are 2 days. That's why they're usually 2 days.
Yeah.
The first night, everyone acts like a nice lady. And everyone
you have a big day the next day.
You
don't want to feel like shit.
You don't want to feel like shit.
Totally.
So everybody goes to sleep early. We've got face masks. We've got Advil, and then the next morning, you guys have a little bit of fun. And then you rage your fucking, there's a turning point.
Yeah, yes.
And everyone loses their minds. And there's always the one bitch who can't keep her fucking mouth shut.
Yeah.
And I mean, when we left that was a wild bachelorette party.
Though? It's always the boring one who went to bed early. It's because you don't have any salsa in your life and you're trying to take your chips and you're trying to dip on mine. Get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here.
It's really the boring ones who can't not talk about other people.
And they're also the ones who never have long, meaningful relationships with other women. Keep your mouth shut. It's not my problem. Like, if this person's married, not married, in a relationship, not in a relationship, and they're doing them during this bachelorette party, I didn't see nothing. I don't know nothing. My name Bennett, and I ain't in it. Yeah. Okay? I mean, I don't care. I never know what someone else is going through. I don't know what their life or relationship brings. It is not my keep your mouth shut. No one likes a messy fucking bitch.
Unless you're my mom, I'm not saying anything.
Especially if you're my mom, I'm not definitely not saying anything.
Oh yeah, maybe that's
not
actually
fucking
better.
telling. Oh mom, it was a wild weekend. Yeah, I was pumping my pussy again, and one thing
weird.
led to another, and I woke up with 5 guys in a room, and my vagina was kind of sore. Like, shut up.
Yeah.
There's an unspoken rule when you go to a party like that. You never speak of it again. And we didn't. We all woke up that morning. Some people were just coming home. And we just acted as if everything was so normal. Hey, girl, want some eggs? Hey, girl, want some locks? That's what you do.
Yeah,
you don't blab your fucking mouth. You don't go. Now, while you're at the party still, if you want to kiki a little outside, see this one over here?
Yeah.
Somebody was having one. But the minute you step foot back in your fucking city, shut the fuck up. Shut up. Shut up.
That is a very good point.
Have these women who do this shit. It's like, that's why there's a difference between gossiping, talking shit, and having fun. There are sometimes, like, you and I will get together and we're just having fun. We're just talking a little. Tea. Yeah, we're just spilling the tea, having a little fun.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you're like, no, I can't stand that bitch, though. For real, she's the worst. And that's why I don't kick it with her. Yeah, you could bring her. I'll be around. That's fine. I don't have a problem being around her, but I don't fucking like that bitch. And then there's another, to like going back and like maliciously like spilling someone's information. You don't know what's going on.
Yeah.
You don't know.
I agree.
And it's so fucking rude. And that's why a lot of women do not have fucking friends, because in your fucking 20s and in your fucking 30s, you were the bitch spilling the fucking tea. Shut the fuck. Shut up.
Yeah.
Shut up.
What? You're not wrong.
This isn't a confessional, okay? Be quiet.
Yeah.
You're the bitch that won't get invited next time. And I'll remember, too, that you were telling everybody's business. When you talk about a bachelorette party after the fact, you should talk about little key moments. Oh, my God, remember when Black Mamba thought we were having white Russians and really we were all going to breastfeed? That's the story you tell, bitch.
So good.
So great. First of all, we'd all been drinking since like 11 a.m. It's fucking 10 o'clock. They were awful strippers.
Obviously going with you to have white Russians.
And by the way, it was really funny because the 4 individuals that said they were going to have white Russians looked like, except for Jade, looked like the kind of people that would have a white Russian.
White Russians are great.
They are, but I cannot have milk necessarily, just willy-nilly. So I was intoxicated when they were like,
yeah, that
you know what, we're going to change the party.
Yeah, there were a lot of layers to that.
There were a lot of layers. That's the story you tell.
Yeah.
You tell the story when Conor McGregor, when he took a bunch of moms who were breastfeeding and said, hey, you guys want to come into VIP? That's the story you tell. You tell no other stories.
He did like me.
It was a good time. I mean, he was a loser that evening. He's been a loser ever since.
But those Irish guys were fun.
Those Irish
really
guys
behind
were
him.
Fun. They really were. I will tell you, I have never seen that kind of pride.
Yeah, very prideful.
I still, till this day, I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of people. A lot. You and I work in a field where we talk to a lot of people every day.
Yeah.
All day long.
Yep.
And I still never had a better conversation than when we were on that balcony in Vegas.
Yeah. It was
and
powerful.
That little Irish man was brutal. I mean, he was literally like a Lucky Charm.
Yeah.
He was magically delicious and he was brutal. He was brutal for no reason. I don't even know what happened that night. Like, I don't know if someone put him in a bad mood or...
Was it yours or mine?
Mine what?
Because weren't me and you out there chain smoking with like a couple of them?
There were like 2 of them. We were out there just having fun. We were laughing.
Yeah.
And we were talking about the fight. We were getting pretty deep. We were talking about like life and shit.
Yeah, I remember.
And then here comes this little motherfucker. And he was just doling out.
Shit.
I mean, he was hilarious.
I don't remember him as much. Shocking.
I'm sorry. You don't remember what he said to you? I will never forget.
What did he say?
He looked at you and he said,
I think
the one guy goes, like he like hits him like he's gonna get laid or something. He's like chick, like look who I got on the line. Like I caught a big fish. Yes. Like I caught a big fish. And he goes, trash. I bet she's trash in bed.
Yes.
Trash, pretty face, but trash in bed.
That's right.
And I was like, and he said it to your face.
Yes.
2 feet away.
Dude.
I have actually never seen you laughed so hard.
Well, that's when you knew I wasn't trash in bed.
You were crying. You were laughing so hard.
Dude, that's right. Because he was really little.
He was really little.
And yeah, the guy was like...
And I said, knock it off before I put you in my purse. And then he said, I bet you're different in bed. And I was like, what is happening?
Yes.
I wish I could do an Irish accent.
Oh my God. I seriously cannot believe
I cannot believe you forgot that. And then you got on to roasting him. Oh. You started roasting him and you were like, you know what? I don't like your attitude. Here, hop on my lap and let me tell you a story.
Leave me to your fucking pot of gold first.
One of the first times I sat back and just watched you annihilate, and then he would shoot you, but bang bang, and then you would just spray him with your Uzi, and then he'd be like bang bang bang, and then you were like, and it didn't. Every time I thought he's not going to come back.
Well, and the funny thing too is he was shocked because he was like the sad short Irish guy that like no American pretty girl from Vegas would fuck, and I was like, dude, I feel your pain. Like, I'm sure, actually, because there's a lot of those pool rats, because we were at the pool, remember?
Yes.
That will... No, that's how it started. I will never forget. He goes, what are you, a hired gun? Remember that? And we were all, what's a hired gun? And he's like, you're one of those chicks that, like, the pretty chicks that they hire to hang around. And mind you guys, this is all in a miniature Irish accent.
Very small.
I really wish I was on my A game too with accents tonight. And we were like a hired gun. And then that's when we were like, no, we're not hired guns. And then we went into chatting, and then he was like, started telling me that I would be trash in bed.
That's right. And we hung out with him for a very long time. We hung out with him for the rest of the night. All night. He was hilarious. He was the best, one of the best dudes I've ever met. That was a very fun night.
Oh, epic.
Yeah.
Epic
so
evening.
that is my wish for you as a woman. If you're a woman who does that, if you're messy and you bring back the story, do not bring back any story. If you guys go on a trip,
trash in bed. That's funny.
You bring trash in bed. That's the highlight from that trip. And we were there for 4 nights.
Well, you guys were.
I was there for 4
That was the
nights.
problem, remember? Because I flew in that Saturday morning.
That's right. So you were like, let's rage.
And then I full send. And then woke up Sunday and left.
Yeah.
Best choice ever.
Well, we all left together.
No, I know. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But like everybody got there Thursday.
Yeah.
Too long.
It was a tad too long. Now that I'm looking back, it was a tad too long.
Yeah.
Best time ever, though.
Yeah.
Best time ever. I'm glad we had a good time in Grey Eagle. It was such a good time. It was so nice. It was very it was too short. We'll do it next time when it's warmer, a little bit longer, as long as they have air conditioning.
The standards are coming out now. We're all leveling up.
So I recently had someone tell me that. They're like, I overheard someone speaking about me, and they said, well, what do you think she would want? And they said, well, she's very difficult to order for, so you might want to ask her. And I was like, hey, I'm right here, bitch. I can fucking hear you guys. And I am not difficult to order for. And they were like, really? Then just order right off the menu.
Yeah. Like a 13. Not you. I don't even know who the fuck we're talking about, and I know they're right.
Here's my thing. As I get older, I just like things. I can make it better. Like the menu says 13. And I'm like, all right, can I get a 13? But you know that fucking bitchin' sauce you put on the 15? Can I get that on there? That's all I'm ever doing. I'm never adding or subtracting anything that's wild. I don't want to be trash in bed. I don't want to become difficult as I get older, so I'm going to try to get it under control. Okay. So if you start hearing it this summer,
just even say like, "Hey, can you throw that sauce on the side?"
Okay.
See, that was that's totally reasonable.
I'm going to start trying it because I did not like that feeling. I did not care for that feeling at all. And then I started thinking back, and I was like, oh.
Whoops.
I remember one time we had margaritas and he brought it with salt, and I was like, I already told you. You know what time it is. I'll take that again.
You didn't just like wipe it off.
No, because then the salt's inside the drink. And I don't like the taste of salt inside of my margarita. See what I'm saying? Like, if he had followed directions, though, I wouldn't have to send it back. Why am I the bad guy?
I get it.
All right. I'll talk about it in therapy next week.
Yikes.
Anyways, guys, all right, you guys, that is going to wrap up this episode of The Hate Journals. You guys know to follow us on our Instagram at The Hate Journals, and of course, Twitter, Hate Journals, and our website is thehatejournals.com. And if you guys have questions, you have any comments, you can always DM me, but you can also email us at thehatejournals@gmail.com. We love you guys. We will see you next week. Bye.